Good morning, good morning.
And James May, live!
And Jeremy Clarkson, half dead, but alive anyway.
Here. And what a great time it is to be a petrolhead. Congestion charge in this part of London, going. Bendy buses, going. Speed cameras, going. And best of all, at Christmas, we wave goodbye to John Prescott's idiotic M4 bus line!
Yes. They're not bothered. But there's more good news. The new Dacia Duster will be here in the UK quite soon.
Wow, that's your best bit of news, isn't it?
Yeah.
And even more, Fernando Alonso's fifth on the grid won't win. Yes!
It's not all good news though, just one little bit of bad news at the moment. Top Gear, normally we would be on your televisions right now, but we're not because our next series this year starts at Christmas.
Yeah, there's a very good reason for that. We simply couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, well, there's that and the fact that James May wasn't available for us, of course. He was too busy making his new television programme. You've seen it, Man Lab.
Yeah, James, of course, is an expert on men.
Oh, yeah.
Why should you call it Man Lab, though? A man doesn't have a lab.
Ooh, 12 seconds before you gobble it. That's very good.
Also, of course, he was busy making his advertisement campaign. You may have seen him advertising London Pride. Here he is. There you go.
Dumbledore, look. The offender's register years.
Actually, it was a disaster for him, that. He thought he was advertising Gay Pride. So Cross is pulled out of that campaign for Packers Fudge.
Right, I shall explain to you, ladies and gentlemen, the real reason we aren't on it, because we have in fact been very busy making this year's Top Gear Christmas special in the Middle East, which we're not going to tell you about because we've managed to keep it secret, but I can give you a little bit of behind-the-scenes gossip, which concerns Richard Hammond. More specifically, Richard Hammond's bottom, which I'm very sorry to have to report exploded.
No, he really did. There was a marvellous moment. We've all been there over dinner, and I can't remember what country we were in, sitting opposite him, and his face took on the picture of that a man who has 5 seconds to reach a lavatory. And sorry, now, if he'd have been staying in room 304, he'd have been fine. Sadly, though, he was in room 306. So he just got his key to the door, and then out came what, brown Niagara, really. So violent he ruined not only his pants and his trousers, but also his shoes and socks.
Actually, it got worse. Because after that bout, I thought, oh, glad that's over, I'll go into my room. And then just as I was about to open the door, I felt another attack coming. And I thought, well, no point going into the room and ruining it, so I'll just stand here in the corridor and finish the job off.
There were people walking past him going, all right, Rich?
Yeah, just taking it up.
So a bit of applause down there, actually. You didn't get away with it entirely, though, did you?
No.
Because you did have quite a nasty attack yourself.
I did.
Although, in fairness to Jeremy, he was at least in his room.
I was, but I was also in my bed. Anyway, talking of arses, the Sting. You may have heard we had a spot and bother with him. He woke up one morning and decided he was Jeffrey Archer.
Right fiction.
Yeah, so, and the newspapers portrayed this as a terrible calamity, but actually it really wasn't, as this short film will demonstrate.
This is the top secret Top Gear farm on the B4073 just outside Fenning Atherton. It's here that we breed Stings. It's dangerous work as many Stings turn out to be treacherous and violent. Others grow up to be completely useless. Look at this one. No idea at all. Occasionally, though, one does show promise. We certainly had high hopes for this particular example, but he didn't work either. And neither did this one. Other Stigs are highly skilled, but in completely the wrong way. Hysterically, some Stigs think they can write books. that that's never a good idea. Fortunately though, every few years the breeding program works. So welcome everyone to Top Gear's new sting.
Some say that to celebrate his new job, he went on holiday to Brazil with a machine gun. Some people are awake. And already the government has sold half his naval to the French. All we know is you're the very first people to see him because he's here!
Well, to be fair, he is fresh from the field. This is probably a bit of a shock.
Is he going to write a book? Is he going to write? No. He's off, so there we are. Meet the new Stig. Same as the old Stig.
And he will be back later in the show. He will be back. But there's much to do between now and then.